Well, we just gonna jump right into it. My name's Austin. I make art, 30 days, 30 paintings. I know how difficult this is gonna be because if you're an artist, making just one thing in a day feels like a huge accomplishment. So to produce 30 is gonna be crazy. There's no rule, just it has to be something new. It can't be something that you've already worked on before. And you're allowed to do multiple in a day. So if I make multiple in a day, then that way I can get ahead, because that's probably going to be needed. Well, I'm just going to jump right into it because I'm going to have a bunch of paintings to show you guys, I guess. So if you're interested in any of my paintings or artwork, you can go to my Instagram if you'd like, and that's how you check all my stuff out. So here's the first one, When Life Makes You Lemons. I'll actually show you what kind of inspired me for this is the Lemonade song or Lemon song by Pharrell and Rihanna. And I thought it was funny, like, I don't know, but I knew it was gonna be creepy. So I just started doodling, that song was playing, and this is what I ended up, the concept that I came up with. And I just filled it all in with, I'll show you because I still got it on the desk. Artists out there, when you're painting and stuff, like, or drawing or whatever, do you clean up after each session, like whenever you're done? Or like when you're like all the creativity's out of you, do you just like tend to leave your stuff behind? Because my desk is a mess. That's why. Anyway, I used this acrylic from Hobby Lobby. It's like a neon yellow, and I just used this Uni Posca. It's like a fine point paint marker. And yeah, that's how I came up with that one. I just started drawing on the canvas, and yeah. So I guess I'll check in next time you'll see me. It'll be day 2. Okay, so it's still day 1. I got another piece done. I'm at a good stopping point. Everything's dry. I just gotta add varnish. I'll share a few things that I used, and then I'll show you the painting. It's called But We Loved You. I used some Behr paint from Home Depot. They have this in the Oops department. They got these little samples, so when people are looking for a certain color or whatever, you can get tons of paint, even like gallons, for cheap. So I got this for 50 cents. I got some thick body Master's Choice acrylic. I think that's all. Oh no, I used some yellow again because I like this yellow color, and then just a painter's acrylic marker. This is But We Loved You. It's in this kind of like pop art style. It's kind of a reoccurring theme with my style of art. It came out just like the drawing, so I'm really pleased with it. But boom, boom, I'm real pleased with it. I think everybody should put themselves out there. I feel fucking terrified right now, I'm not gonna lie. So please just put yourself out there and eat, like, even if there's no one watching, just if you're creating something, I feel like that should be shared, because creativity is something that is so lackluster nowadays. People don't put the time into art anymore. So I feel like it's a dying craft, but of course it's one that I want to dabble in, right? So I'll check in later with the third painting. All right, so day 2, painting 3. I woke up with a burning passion to get stuff done, and instead I made a bigger mess because I'm clumsy. And of course I try to move forward and I end up moving backwards. So I didn't make a rut of it. I just decided to work with what I had. So I ran into my art room this morning. I was like, I'm about to get stuff done. I start trying to clean up and organize, and I knocked over a box. At the bottom of the box had little containers of ink, like little glass jars that had ink in them. I believe my mom gave me them like years ago, and they were still good. But it's beautiful blue color, spilt everywhere, and this stuff dries fast. So I didn't want to waste it, so I start putting it on this big piece of canvas that I have, and then the rest of it, because they're pretty big jars, and the rest of it is what I use to make this next piece. I kind of had an idea already of what I was gonna do, and yeah, I'll just jump right into it. This Blue World, it's with the ink that I said and acrylic. I started the background last night, and I knew once I spilled the ink, it got all over stuff. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just use it as I can. And so I put my brush down. I had a brush that I was trying to use to like scoop. I put the brush down and actually got on this canvas, and so that's how I started this. So when in doubt, pinky out, try to make something out of nothing, and I'll check in with you guys on the next one. So day 2, 4th project in. This kind of describes how my day has been going. We all have rough days, and I know it can be challenging for a lot of people, and as soon as they wake up, they feel like just laying back down. I'm one of those people that feels that way like all the time. It's kind of why I'm forcing myself to do this challenge. I've been having this urge to create things, so I'm trying to capitalize on that as much as possible, regardless of how hard my day is going. This piece is called Rough Patch. A lot of us have rough patches, and this is just something that kind of describes my day. There's a lot of emotion put behind this. I used orange acrylic, orange and white acrylic. I used this Uni Posca again to help me with the finer points, and a gray. I also have a gray Posca that I used. And I used a squeegee brush, not this one, but one like this but smaller, and it's like got a cone tip to it. But anyway, I'll stop ranting. I know you guys want to just see the art, so boom, Rough Patch. It's something I've been wanting to put on like a hoodie or a sweatshirt. I just have never designed it. If you guys are ever wondering like what to create or how to come up with ideas to create something, and you're literally just staring at the canvas, just start coloring, just start putting color on it. That's kind of what I did here. As soon as I seen that orange, I was like, pumpkin guy. Like, I just instantly knew what I wanted to make, so I drew the pumpkin face first. And yeah, that's pretty much how that one came about. I got some stuff to do today, so I'm gonna be calling it quits. I'll check in tomorrow with my 5th project. I don't know what to do to transition, so I just did the, don't judge. Day 3, 5th project. I've been working on this all day. Is it just me, or whenever you think of like a really cool idea and you put it down on paper, it's not as cool as an idea? That's kind of how I felt about this one. I had a lot of ideas, and I feel like I did too much, but it's kind of right for the way I was feeling today. Whenever artists feel like they're doing too much on something, that's like a perfect time to stop. So that's kind of where I've hit now. I've done tons of layers on this. I don't even know when I started, but I've been working on this literally all day. It's like 6 p.m. now. Again, I was just trying to do too much. I wanted to play with all my new stuff. I got some new art supplies, so I just wanted to play with some stuff. I got paint sticks. I used Heavy Body on this paint stick. I used a new, it's like a fabric type marker. But yeah, this is a future face. Oh my God, did I not? Okay. This is a future face. It's one of those ones that looks a lot better in person. It's like a robot lady, and she's taking the dude's face off. Heavy body, so like you can see all the little detail in it and everything like that. It's hard to really tell. I don't know if it's focusing right or not. Hopefully it is, because I'm not re-recording this. But yeah, that's how my day has been going. I'm about to go touch grass and then come right back inside and continue this. Still day 3. This is the 6th piece of art. I liked how this one came out. I've been in my feelings. I was gonna say, you know what, I've already done something for today. I'm just gonna move on, but I still had a little fire in me. And whenever I get depressed, I tend to spin it and do something creative. So I even force myself to do creative stuff, just so I'm not stuck in that rut or that mind space, you know. So put on a World War II documentary, and I was just listening, and this is what I came up with. It's always cold. I knew going into this what I was gonna do. The face came out bigger than I wanted it to when I started putting the paint down. So I was like, you know what? Because the whole back is blue. So once I started laying down the skin tone, the face was a little larger than anticipated, but I was like, that's fine, a close up. Because what I do is I painted the background, air dried it, painted the face, air dried it, and I started going in with the brush all around to kind of give it the shade, and then I air dried it, and then I went over the face again where I messed up, air dried it. Hair dryer dried it, just to speed up with the process. I will say this challenge so far has helped me a lot with picking up a piece and finishing it, because I actively have tons of pieces right now all around me that I'm working on, and this is helping me like finishing projects instead of letting them sit around. So I like how this came out. I was kind of going for like a comic book type. I've been working on a lot of manga. Well, not a lot. It's one series that I've been trying to work on. And I was thinking about doing the voice acting for it, and it's a whole thing. So I'll check in with you guys on the next project. Day 4, 7th painting. I just been watching football. I started this one last night around 2 in the morning. And I went to sleep super late. I don't even know when I went to sleep. I've been working on this one all day, just kind of watching football. So I've been working on it for quite a while. I love how it came out. This is a design I'm probably gonna put on like a hoodie or something. I really like how it came out. It's called Look at Me. It's acrylic. But yeah, let's look at me. I'm about to get back to watching some football games. Hope you guys are having a wonderful life. See you on the next painting. Day 5, 8th project. So far, I don't feel pressed to knock anything out. Like, I don't feel rushed. I don't feel anxious. So that's good. And like, the creativity's naturally coming to me. I'm wondering when I'm gonna hit that roadblock and I'm gonna like not know what to do. This piece was actually inspired by an older thing that I've done that was kind of like this, but this is Starburst. I like how she came out. That's a smaller one. That's a 8x10. And this is one of the ones that I really didn't know what to do. And I picked up this canvas because I already had this background that I started yesterday. So what I do is I'll paint different backgrounds. Like, this is my gesso. And I'll put them on the canvas. I'm trying to get a couple more. See, that's like my gesso. And when I pick it up, I'll kind of get inspired and go, oh, I like that, or oh, I want to put this. Normally it's either some pop art girl or some skull guy. So It's normally my go-to because that stuff's kind of cool. And to be honest, it's a little easy, so kind of go with what you know sometimes. But I have tons of canvases to fill up, so I'm gonna see you on the next one. Got something in my eye. Technically day 6. It's like 1 or 2 in the morning. What is this? The 9th project that I've worked on. I use this Color Shift metallic folk paint, Uniposky, a little sponge, and acrylic. It's already sealed up. This is Doomsday. Love how it came out. I've spent way too much time trying to get the skull right, but I drew it on here first with the marker, and then with the paint marker, and then kind of filled it in, then used the brush. But yeah, that's Doomsday. Love how that one came out. I'm not gonna be able to put that back up there. But it's sealed up. I'll check in on the next one. It's been 1 week and I've completed 10 projects. I'm proud of myself. I feel like I was gonna be either really behind or really ahead of that number, but it's respectable. I like it a lot. I like it. I know I'm not the traditional painter, so like nature scenes or like super realism, I'm not good at that stuff. I'm more the cartoony, pop art, gritty, graffiti, that abstract. That's more up my alley. I'm not really super good at like full-scale Bob Ross type paintings, so my paintings are kind of all over the place. Kind of like how I am with this video. So thanks for sticking it through this long, hopefully. This is Rock Bottom. Love how it came out. Again, I don't know if this camera is gonna do it any justice or not, but there is detail to that. This is a 12 by 12, so $280. I charge $2 a square inch. So this piece would be $280. If it's framed, that's completely different. I add on the price of the frame, and normally about $10 extra on top of that just for my time of getting it framed. But I'm in the process now of framing my own work from scratch because I got the tools to do it. So kind of learning as I go, but check in with you guys on day 8. Day 8, project 11. Super amped. This one got me like ready for the next one, so I'm already working on the next one. But this one, the ceiling is done, so I want to show it. Real random. If you don't know what to do, just get started. I know that sounds so lame, but just start putting paint on the canvas and then you'll find out what to do next. I started painting this skull guy, and then again, I like mixed media, so this is a cutout from a Playboy. Pretty random, but this is my mind and math class, so makes sense why it's kind of random, right? It's anywhere but math, anything but math. But all right, I'll check in on the next one, which I'm working on right now. I think I'm at a good stopping point, but that's the problem. When you think you're at a good stopping point, that's when you want to keep going. It's this weird little angel and demon on your shoulder type deal when you're painting something and you feel like it's missing something. And I still feel like this is missing something, but I'm gonna call it. So this is still day 8, project 12. This one's called Hurt. It's just 3 colors. It's black, white, and red. Well, and then the gold background. It's like gold metallic. This is actually a cover up of a mess up. And then I messed up again on this one, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wing it and keep going. It's hard to tell. I don't know if you can see all the details or not. I don't know if it's even focusing right. This one's hurt. I put tons of emotion in behind this one. It looks a lot better in person than it does on camera. I know I probably keep saying that, but it does. It looks better in person. And it kind of looks like it looks different from different angles. It kind of looks like the head is kind of like looking at you a little bit. So I like, especially on like low lit light, it pops as well. But I like how it came out. This started kind of as a sketch with the brush onto the canvas, and that's how I went from there. This is a more bigger piece, so it'll be more, but I'm real insecure today, and I'm just feeling real hurt. I'm missing people that are no longer in my life, so I really had a motivation behind this one. I knew exactly what I was going to do as soon as I started painting the background. But yeah, always turn your pain into something positive. Turn your negative into a positive. Super lame, but it's true. If you keep it inside and you just bottle it all up, then you're going to self-destruct. And so my way of, instead of imploding, I like to explode with art and creativity and try to get it out instead of in. So I'm gonna be done yapping, but I got stuff to do today, so I'm gonna work on a couple other pieces, but I might not be able to finish any more today is what I meant to say. But anyway, thanks. Day 9, project 13. Been working on this all day, and I love how it came out. I'm loving this challenge so far. It's a little difficult, you know, time constraints, you got a life, you got other stuff to do. So I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really touched grass as much as I'd like, but still managing to do everything that I need to get done. So on top of the art, so that's good. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm gonna try to keep these videos pretty quick. This one's Agent Orange. I've worked on him all day. I drew him straight onto the canvas and then painted and then went over it, etc., etc. It took quite a while, but this is Agent Orange. Love how he came out. This isn't the last pumpkin head that I'm gonna be making. I've always loved the idea. I love Nightmare Before Christmas since it came out, and I've just always loved the concept of pumpkin head people. So I did like a detective. His name's Agent Orange. Kind of taken aback, but this is sealed. It's acrylic on canvas. This took me all day, but I love how it came out. Hope everybody's doing all right. See you in the next. It's day 10. Project 14. I have to write it down because I'm losing track. How everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing okay. This is the project I've been working on. Pretty big. It's 5-0 is the name of the painting. I had in my notes, Pig Cop. I have notes in my phone, and I just have like different ideas in case I don't know what to do. So this is one of those cases, and one of them is literally the first one actually. It just says Pig Cop, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna actually do that. So this is 5-0. Hope everybody's having a good day. My days have been stressful, but being able to do art and just wind down is a blessing. So just trying to keep these videos pretty quick. This didn't take me as long as yesterday's took, even though it's pretty big. This is as good as I can do a pig face, so sorry. But I need to just seal this up with the varnish that I got, the spray varnish. I'm not gonna be doing the liquid varnish because I think the liquid kind I have in the bottle right now is bad. There's some condensation in it in the last one that I sealed. Well, it wasn't even for this challenge, but the last time I used it to seal, it like bubbled up and it made the painting really like yellowish. And I don't want that to happen to this one. So I'm going to use the When in Doubt, spray can it out. But yeah, that's 5-0. Hope everybody's doing all right. And I'll check in on the next one. Day 11, I got no art done, but I got to play in the rain. Day 12, project halfway there, aka 15. I'm super excited. This whole challenge is just making me constantly think of my next, what am I going to do next, what am I going to do next, and I haven't felt this way in a long time. So just forcing yourself to start the creative process is going to get that ball rolling downhill. Before you know it, you're tumbling real close to the bottom. Maybe a bumpy ride, but you're going to get there. And I'm just super stoked because I'm bringing back alive ideas that I've had for so long and that I haven't really got to bring to light. So it's just exciting for me. But anyway, crappy art time. This is, it's acrylic glitter paint. I try to do something different each time I paint, or at least try like the way I apply the paint, at least make that different, or the process or how I'm feeling could be different. So it just really depends on how I feel, my mood, because painting really is about the process. It's not just you trying to paint something cool on canvas. It's really the process behind it, and that process, if you just follow it naturally, then the end result is something that you can come up with that you really, really love and enjoy. And I really love and enjoy the process of making the piece just as much as the final product sometimes, if not more. So this is something that I've had designed for a t-shirt for, God, since I was about 16. And what made me think of it is I start cleaning up my art space, and I was like, you know what? Boom. This is something that I'm going to put on canvas. I can do this for my art challenge, and it'll be pretty simple because I've drawn it before. So this is... Sorry for yapping, but I just get really excited when I get to bring my ideas to light. I don't know if the camera's zooming in on it, but it's still wet. It's on there pretty thick. I still have to sign it and everything on the back. But yeah, check in on the next one. Day 13, project 16. I've had this crazy headache all day, and I'm not really in the mood. This project's called I'm Not Joking, and kind of explains the day and the vibe. Perfect. So this is I'm Not Joking. It's acrylic spray paint on canvas. I like how that turned out. Kind of just spitballed. And I got a question. Who else likes the smell of spray paint? I know that's bad. I have a mask, but I'm just curious. Doesn't really matter because I can't smell right now. I feel like I'm getting sick. I can feel it in my throat. Anyway, I'm checking on the next one. Day 14, project 17. This is Glow Tang Clan. It's acrylic on canvas, and I used these two separate glow paints. Neither one of them are really strong. This one's newer, this one's kind of old, and I was trying to use it up, but I noticed it wasn't really that strong, so I tried doing it in coats. It wasn't enough, so I got this kind, and this kind leaves stars. So it's called Stardust, so it like leaves little freckles. I was expecting like a full coverage. I didn't read it good enough though, obviously. But it's still really cool how it came out. And it's actually based off this little guy that I did. My little fridge magnet. And then this is the big version. Looks cool with the light off. I'll check in on the next one. Day 15, halfway there. This is project 18. I am feeling the burnout. I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed in the mornings. And it's starting to take me long, like I'm procrastinating more than wanting to do art, which is a first. Like it's something that I'm having to like sit down and really start doing, instead of me being like, oh, I want to make this, I want to write this, I want to draw this, I got this screenplay idea. No, it's like, I don't care, whatever. And I'm kind of dull. So feeling very uninspired today. I did, however, make something. This is Detective Rotten. And quickly on how I thought of this, again, I'm feeling down and I'm like going through my phone and I look at my notes, because that's what I do. I got ideas in my notes. I think I already said that in one of these videos, but I was going through it and I literally had on there Zombie Detective. So my reference photo that I used for this piece was from Plants vs. Zombies, but it came out a lot more realistic. Or not realistic, just a lot more not cartoony as Plants vs. Zombies. But it's funny because that's literally the photo that I started from. But this is Detective Rotten. Love how he came out. Again, the days you feel like, today it felt like a battle. Just starting to draw this felt like a mountain. I started and I knew what route I was gonna go. I drew them straight on canvas started with this cheap paint marker, this simple paint marker I got online. I got a whole pack of them. But I started with that. I filled it in with acrylic and I really like how he came out. So yeah, that's Detective Rotten. I feel real good now, but I'm also like, okay, cool, I'm done. Like, I feel like this is kind of like a chore, and that's the one thing I was wondering would happen and was hoping that it wouldn't happen. But with anything that you do repetitively, eventually you start to go like, do I want to do this? And your brain tries to trick you to do something else. So I'm really glad that my brain tricked me to sit down and to start this, because I was just going to call it today. It was starting to get late anyway. And I spent probably the last 7 hours on this. I started and started filling it with paint. It's actually metallic paint. I don't know if you could tell, but it's metallic paint. So it looks really, 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 really cool in person. But yeah, I'll check in on the next one. Again, that was project 18, day 15, halfway there. Day 16, project 19. I was playing a game called a sketchbook about her son, and the artist, shout out Red Ribbon, the album Planet X. I was vibing with it and playing, and once I beat the game, I listened to it again, and this is what I came up with. Again, with the metallic paint, acrylic, and then the overcoat, metallic. This is Away From Here, named after one of the songs. This challenge that I'm doing, it is a challenge because I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm starting a bunch of paintings at one time because I'm thinking I'm behind, but in reality I'm ahead. But it's giving me tons of stuff to work on. So that's one I just came up with real quick. It's Silt Up, and I'll check in on the next one. Day 17, project 20. Devil's Son. Just on this little canvas. I don't know if it's focusing or not. But that's what I came up with. Got tons of stuff and errands to run, so check in on the next one. Day 18, project 21. This is actually pretty smooth. I'm balancing art with like work because I got bills to pay and everything. So yeah, this is Killing Loneliness. Again, it's day 18, project 21. This is Killing Loneliness. You guys should check out my Instagram. Purchase some of this artwork. Day 19, project 22. I ate these brownies, right, at the start of my day. And it's been a wonderful day. I've been creating stuff. But now that I'm back to my senses, the stuff I created is pretty bizarre. So bear with me. But yeah, this is my emotional experiences that I got to put on canvas during my my high devers. So this one, again, this is day 19, project 22. This one is I'm Okay. And I don't know if it's zooming in, but it's got like a little doll head popping out the canvas. And it's silked up, ready to go. I made another one. This one's called Therapy Face. Again, just be careful because brownies sometimes can be, yeah, this is Therapy Face. Just make art. Just make your art, put it out there. Don't be scared of what people think. It's something emotional that you're trying to translate through, regardless of what you think it looks like or what you think people feel. People always try to calculate like time and how much money you actually spent and where you got the canvas, and they don't really put any factor into like there's emotion and there's a human who made that, and a robot, and no one can manipulate, like it's one of a kind. So yeah, check in on the next one. Day 20, project 24, right? Yeah, okay. Day 20, project 24. This is By Then. I had a real busy day today. Bills are due, so I'm trying to, work to get some money to pay the bills. So you know how that is. But I did manage to squeeze in a cool little hour and a half. Came up with By Then. It's silked up, ready to go. You know how I feel about canvas panels, but if you don't, I don't really like them. But I am a firm believer in work with what you got. So I'm working with what I got. I got tons of canvas panels that I'm using up, tons of minis that I need to use up, just tons of stuff that I've started because of this project that I'm gonna be wrapping up. And yeah, I'm not really too pressed about this challenge. I feel like all steam's ahead. So I am really behind on my Instagram. So I guess I need to start updating some of this stuff onto my Instagram. But other than that, checking on the next one. Day 21, project 25. This one's Blood on Me. I actually started this painting at the beginning of this challenge, like I think day 1 or day 2. And I used screen printing ink. So it took a really long time to dry. But this is Blood on Me. It's sealed up. I don't know if it's gonna pick up any of the detail on camera. But what's some good music y'all been listening to? Comment below some good artists you guys been listening to, or some music I should check out. But yeah, check in on the next one. Day 22, project 26. Okay, I was right. yeah, project 26, day 22. It's super late at night. I can't sleep. I have a headache and I lost an AirPod. But I feel like great things come from negative situations. So this is Trick or Treat. He's pretty cool. This just all started with me just doodling, and this is what I came up with. It is now October, so thus the spirit. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'll check in on the next one. Still day 22. This is project 27. This is Despondency. Really stemmed from this sticker that I have, and it ripped. So I wanted to forever live on in its memory. With this, it glows in the dark, but I don't know if I can't get my room dark enough for it to glow right now. And it won't pop up on camera. I've tried. This is like my 5th time trying to record this specific video, so I'm just kind of over it. But this is Despondency. I did like 7 layers of glow-in-the-dark paint to get it to glow in the dark real well over this background that I did earlier in the challenge, probably the first week or 2. I did the background. I painted it with acrylic, and again, not really knowing what to do, looking around in my environment, getting inspired. Got a pile of stickers, and this one is unfortunately ripped, but I really like how it looks, so just went with that. Drew it on canvas. This took me so long. You have no idea. To try to get it right, to make it look right and everything, but it's on a 12 by 12. But yeah, that's Despondency, and I'll probably do some more tonight, to be honest, because I can't sleep, and I got that art bug. So when you got the art bug, you gotta take advantage of it. So plus I'm in this really good documentary right now. So yeah, comment some good documentaries. What's some good documentaries I should listen to? Day 22, project 28. This is CPTSD. I'm about to go to sleep now, y'all. It's watercolor and this little expensive ink pen it's great for like drawing, scribbling, doodling. But yeah, about to finally go to sleep. But it's down times like these, I feel like creative people, even if you're not creative, I feel like when you have down moments, you really need to capitalize and try to flip and make it into a positive. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But good night, y'all. Day 25, project 29 and 30, we did it. I spent the last 2 days working on unrelated projects. I got carried away in a bigger painting I'm doing, and I'm working on a kid's book. So yeah, I got real carried away in doing that. The first one is Stalked, watercolor. It came out pretty creepy. I was like, let me get back on this challenge before I let time slip away from me, because time is flying. But this is Stalked. Again, going with the creepy Halloween vibes. And then last but not least, this is called Truce Bird. I was inspired by this same bird has been on this building for as long as I can remember. And the building's starting to like fall apart now. So I was like, you know what? And I was going through my notes. I was like, what should be the last thing? And again, this is one of the first notes. So I was like, oh yeah, let me paint that. So yeah, this challenge has been honestly eye-opening on like how much output you can actually, like when you utilize your time, you can make so much stuff. And I've started so many paintings for this challenge, and now I have like 15, probably to 20 paintings that I've started, but I beat the challenge. So I'm done with the challenge. So yeah, thanks for watching. I was looking back on, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, but I was looking back on some of these videos and God, it's cringy. So I'm really nervous to put all these together and to post them. So yeah, just put yourself out there, make what you want to make and put yourself out there. That's like really the biggest hurdle. That's my biggest hurdle, at least. Not to speak for everyone, but yeah, I appreciate if you guys made it this far. Comment, subscribe, like if you like. If not, then I just appreciate y'all tuning in for real. Thanks.